Michael Canic, author of Ruthless Consistency and an expert in strategic execution and strategic planning. I'm curious, as you look back over your career, what role have relationships played in your success?
Oh, relationships have been absolutely crucial. It's the threads of fate, the relationships that lead to somewhere, to somewhere, to somewhere, to somewhere that you can't plan, you can't manage. And I can actually trace our conversation today to something that happened 25 years ago, a random event when I was working with the Atlanta Consulting Group. And we're a little slow on business at the time. And we had an administrative assistant who decided she was going to phone some companies in the city to see if they might be interested in our services. Okay. Well, that led to a chain of events, which got me introduced to people, to organizations, to doing things, to, one after another, that led me to right now, right here, where I am with you. So it's those threads of fate, but it is all based on relationships. Absolutely.
So building on that, and thank you to that executive assistant who took that initiative, I use the concept of ally in my book, Cultivate. And so I'm curious, what does having or being an ally mean for you?
Being an ally, and I always look at, how can I, serve others first, but in being an ally, it's being able to either anticipate or respond to, what might be people's interests or needs. And those could be personal or professional. And as a quick example, I used to have an assistant, and her son was a total soccer fanatic. Kid loved soccer, lived, breathed soccer. And so I was away on vacation with my wife. We went to Argentina. So I decided we would bring back for her son an official Argentine national soccer jersey of the guy who's arguably the best player in the world, Lionel Messi. Mm-hmm. So I brought it back for her to give to her son. He was struggling a bit at the time, and she broke down in tears. Why? Because I'm on my vacation, thousands of miles away, thinking about her and her son, what he might like, what he's dealing with, to bring this back for her. Well, for her, that was just enormous. So I think it comes down to caring enough about individuals to how can we help them at a personal or professional level without expect of return or compensation or anything. And I just find that has always, served others well, served me well, when just having that mindset of helping others, of being an ally.
I love it. I have one more question for you on
Sure.
that. It goes a little deeper. So the fifth component of being an ally that we're exploring in our next book is action and accountability. And in your book, Ruthless Consistency, you have a quote where you say, when all is said and done, a lot more is said than done.
Yes.
So I'm curious, as you correlate that with action and accountability, what's your one piece of advice for somebody listening who recognizes they need to start taking more personal accountability for the actions that they are implementing? What's one thing we can all do?
Great. I love that you asked that question. And the one thing is this: think constructive accountability. I want to reframe people's thinking, because too often we think of accountability as negative. It's uncomfortable, right? But why should we hold people? Why should we hold ourselves constructively accountable? It's not to beat ourselves up. It's not to berate ourselves. It's so we can improve, learn, get better, get stronger. So if we reframe our thinking that this is constructive accountability, we're more likely to embrace it with ourselves and in constructively confronting others to be accountable as well. Think constructive accountability.
Michael, I love it. Thank you for your time and your insights today. I appreciate them and you.
Great to be with you. Fantastic. Thanks, Morag.